On 3FM at 92.7. Coming up, Finance Minister confident Ghana will no longer require financial bailout from the IMF in the foreseeable future. Also coming up, Supreme Court rejects former Attorney General Godfrey Dame's request to withdraw service as counsel for former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. On international relations expert Professor Mauko Yevuga support campaign #Don't Renew Goldfields leads.
I thought that South African companies operating in Ghana, Stanbic Bank, Goldfields and MTN, they should have been defending the interests of migrants that have been chased.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasia Latofosin, has assured that Ghana will no longer require a financial bailout from the International Monetary Fund in the foreseeable future. He says fiscal prudence and discipline have helped move Ghana's economy from the intensive care unit to the wellness center. He was addressing Parliament last night.
We will continue our collaboration with the IMF under Article 4 and other instruments. I repeat, no further IMF financial bailout is currently required in the foreseeable future. Right, Honourable Speaker, we have evolved from the position of supplicant to one of a partner with the International Monetary Fund. Mr. Speaker, it is therefore my singular honour to announce to the House that Ghana has successfully concluded the final review of the current financial bailout program pending approval by the IMF Executive Board.
And you heard that the Finance Minister, Dr. Kasia Latofosin. There's growing wave of anger and a call for retaliation on social media after the evacuation of hundreds of Ghanaians from South Africa following series of xenophobic attacks. Ghanaians online have been calling for economic retaliation against South African business interests operating in Ghana. One major target is the Takwa mining lease held by South African mining giant Goldfields. Under the trending #Don't Renew Goldfields lease, some Ghanaians are urging government not to renew the company's lease when it expires. Kofi Bento is Vice President of Imani Ghana, and he spoke earlier to 3FM.
Going really well. I was thinking of collecting signatures, but it has not been necessary. There is such an overwhelming support that I think the government itself has taken notice. So the campaign actually is going very, very well. I think the government is, seeing and hearing, and I believe it will have some sort of effect. There's been a couple of discussions already about the collateral economic benefit of Goldfields in Ghana, but we have to weigh that against many things. And the bottom line is that at the end of the day, Goldfields has to show that it is not just here to mine our gold, make money and go away.
And he heard that the Vice President of Imani Africa, Kofi Bento. Meanwhile, international relations expert and senior lecturer at GIMPA, Professor Mauko Yevuga, fully supports the campaign.
For me, the campaign that Kofi Bento and others are leading is legitimate, and it will bring the issue of business ethics and corporate accountability to the fore. Because, like you rightly mentioned, we would have thought that South African companies operating in Ghana, Stanbic Bank, Goldfields and MTN, they should have been speaking clearly and defending the interests of migrants that have been chased.
And you heard the international relations expert, Professor Mauko Yevuga. The Supreme Court has rejected former Attorney General Godfrey Adame's request to withdraw his legal services as counsel for former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu after describing it as defective. The Apex Court held that the lead counsel for the former CJ failed to serve his client with letter of withdrawal notice. The court was hearing the suit challenging the removal process of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu, and we'll bring you more later. Now, the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025 has entered the consideration stage after it was read for the first and second time in Parliament. There was heated debate on why former President Akufo-Addo declined to sign the anti-LGBTQI bill in 2024 after it was passed. Here are excerpts of what transpired in Parliament yesterday.
And we are not going to allow you. If you are not excited about the use of resisted, why are you trying to use it on somebody else? You are claiming that you did not resist.
Honorable members, with all due respect,
I was in Parliament as a ranking member when the letter emanating from the Executive Secretary came to the floor of the House. And the content was very clear. The Hansard of this House will bear everybody out. That is a matter of facts. Yes, Honorable Roxanne Nelson.
Mr. Speaker, it reads the Secretary to the President, Office of the President, Jubilee House, Accra. Attention, Nana Bedietu Asante. Dear Secretary to the President, reply, transmission of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024. I am writing to acknowledge receipt of your letter number OPS 140/1/24/235 dated 18th March 2024 on the above subject matter and received in my office on 19th March 2024. I have taken note of the contents of the letter, particularly the text in the last paragraph, which says that in the circumstances you are kindly requested to cease and desist from transmitting the bill to the President until matters before the Supreme Court are resolved. Please, Jerry.
And it had the debate on the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025 as it happened in Parliament yesterday. And that's it for the 6 a.m. news here on 3FM 92.7. Log on to 3news.com for more news. Have a good morning.